Hey guys, this is Oberstadt. So I'm doing another live today. As you can probably hear from my voice, I am not feeling the greatest. Again, the light is just, it's killing me. I thought my headache, migraine had gone, but it's come back with a vengeance. So instead of sitting at my computer trying to edit videos, it's just so much easier to do this live. And I'll get into my migraines and stuff in just a minute. But I had put out the swatch video in comparison between the Bold Obsessions palette and the Pure Passions palette. And I've already done one look. Oh, thanks. I just want to like take my brain out and set it on the counter somewhere because it's just, it's bad. So I did the swatches, and I did one look that I recorded, but I didn't do any voice on it. So what I wanted to do was a look with it today. And I was thinking like doing the taupe and the blue, but I don't know. You've got this like bronze burgundy color. You've got the matte burgundy. So I'm not quite sure what colors to do today. And I did wash all my brushes the other day, so they're all like laying in a little tray over here face down so they could dry. Decisions, and there's the satin shade up here. I guess I'll start with that. I'm gonna grab my Lexi brush. This is the 249. I'm gonna grab that first shade right there. And you know, doing this in real time shows people, or at least in my experience, it shows people not only everything that I'm doing and everything that I do to create a look, but there's no cuts, no jumps, no you know, things that are edited out. You get to see exactly what I'm doing at the, you know, as I'm doing it without worrying about, okay, well, that color looked a certain way when she first put it on, and then like a few seconds later it was like bolder or different. So this way you get to really see not only how long it takes to do this stuff, but what I do to get the payoff that I get in shadows. I know a lot of YouTubers, they'll, especially the very popular beauty YouTubers, they will cut things out and you're like, wait a minute, it was this shade 1 second and like next thing you look it's like so much bolder. Well, what did they do different? And they never answer that question. So I don't ever want to be like that. I think I'm going to go into the shade next to it to just kind of deepen up under that color just a little bit. I forgot I could like zoom you guys in since I'm on my phone doing this. If I was sitting on my computer, it would be a whole different story. And because I do have like my eyelid wrinkles, I've got these like weird little like stripes up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's just from my eyelid moving when I'm applying the shadow. It doesn't mean that the shadow is patchy or anything. It just means that my eyelid is old, which it is. I figure it's been hanging out on this planet for 38 years, so it's not as spry as it used to be. So for those that know, I've had a migraine for over 24 hours now. I've had migraines for years. I started getting really bad headaches when I was a kid. My mom just thought it was because my hair was past my knees. So they cut my hair thinking that if her hair is shorter, she won't have as many headaches. Wrong. I still had really bad headaches after they cut like 25 inches of my hair off. So I've been on like medications over the years for various different migraines, and I've been in a couple of like studies, where they're like testing new makeup, or not makeup, my brain is dead, my brain hurts, it's dead, where they're testing like different reactions to people for the same medication. And you've got the various things that they do, whether you actually get the medication or you get a placebo. I've done those, which is, it's fine. I'm gonna try this cranberry shade now. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild brush. I'm like being very ginger, like dabbing in the pan, because it's a dark shade. So I've done some, pharmaceutical studies and stuff like that. I have worked with doctors for years. I've tried Imitrex in pill form and in the injections that they have, and I found that even though I love how fast Imitrex works, it doesn't last. I can get an Imitrex shot and be fine for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then it starts wearing off, and you can tell it starts wearing off because your head starts to go wah, 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 and your eyes, you can feel the pressure behind your eyes and wherever the pain is. Like right now, mine is right at the very base of my head, right where that nice little V part is on your scalp. So right there is where most of my pain is right now, which is causing like the backs of my ears to hurt, causing the backs of my eyes to hurt, and it's actually, the pain has traveled down and is actually causing my lower back to hurt as well. So it's almost like I have a nerve pinched at the back of my neck, or I should say at the very top of the back of my neck. Yesterday my headache was mainly in the frontal region. Today it has migrated, and stuff happens. So somebody suggested yesterday on Twitter to try Imitrex, and I have tried Imitrex in the past. I'm on a medication called Oberstadt, actually right here. And let's see, it doesn't say, generic form of, but it's got basically Tylenol in it and caffeine in it, but it's called butylbulb acetate or something like that. Anyways, usually if I get a migraine that lasts more than 3 days, I'll have to go to the doctor and get a Toradol shot. And basically what a Toradol shot is just it's an anti-inflammatory. That's what it is. It is a higher dose of, like, think of like ibuprofen or Tylenol or Aleve. That's what it is. So and because it goes into either your right or left upper quadrant, they usually shoot you in the butt with it. It's supposed to disperse differently. And the last time I had a Toradol shot, I was bruised for like 3 weeks. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I did post a video on it, and I posted about it on Instagram and Twitter because it was bad. It was bad. So I think I've already taken a migraine pill today. I also have like 500 milligram prescription strength naproxen, but I'm like almost out, so I need to get that refilled. And it's like a $60 prescription. And right now finances are low due to me buying the James Charles palette. That, and I got, to add insult to my brain injury, I swear. I've been selling on an app called Depop for a few weeks now. And I shipped a ring out to a girl on Saturday, and her payment bounced on on Tuesday. And I got an email from PayPal saying that either her bank had declined the transfer or she canceled the payment. And I'm like, she got her ring Tuesday morning. And then Wednesday is when I got a notification saying that her bank had like declined the payment. I was livid. And I've been dealing with that for 2 days. So added stress on top of your brain hurting, not so good. Now I'm not adding any more product. I'm just smoothing out some areas. Now what I would normally do is grab like a smidge more and run it under my eye. And I'm not, I don't know, I'm thinking I'm not, I know. And I messaged her like Wednesday before I got the email asking if she had gotten her ring okay and that kind of stuff. And then I got the email and I was even more peeved. So I went through her reviews on Depop to find out if she had used, if she had done this to anybody else. And 2 out of the 8 people that well, all 8 people responded, but 2 of the 8 people that she had bought from had problems with her, like with the money, like either not clearing or taking longer to clear. So I don't know if this girl is reselling my jewelry, because her username is like wearable art or wearable works of art or something like that. So I Googled her email address and her physical address to see if like maybe I could find like a retail location that she's reselling the stuff at, or if you know, she's selling like on Poshmark or something like that. Because I have a Poshmark account, but I haven't listed anything on there because I used Poshmark when they first came out and I had so many problems. I shipped all kinds of stuff. I was shipping stuff 6 days a week I was packing orders, and well, 7 days a week I was packing orders, 6 days a week I was putting stuff in the mail. But I had so many like women on there just start attacking me for no reason, and they would like all report one listing at a time, and they would all leave like nasty comments on there about how I'm a man and I need to learn how to tuck my you know what better. And I'm like, holy crap. Yeah, I mean, I have screenshots of like all the nasty hateful comments that I was getting on Poshmark, and like I would put on a dress and have my dad take pictures of it in the hallway so I could list the dress online, because somebody had given me some clothes and some of them were beautiful dresses, but they were like a size 14 and I wasn't a size 14 anymore. I was like a size 8. So they would like hang on me. So long story short, I stopped selling on Poshmark. I closed that account down, and then somebody like tried talking me into reopening a new one. So I opened a new one like 2.5, 3 months ago, but I haven't used it. I mean, I literally have not looked at Poshmark in months. I just don't understand what's wrong with people. All right, I'm gonna take my Luxie brush 245 and get it wet with water from the sink. And then I just squeeze the, I know, I completely agree. I don't understand it. I don't know why women, you know, people always say, well, women should uplift other women. That is not true. At my age, I never expected grown women to tear me down as much as they have. I used to get bullied in high school. I've been bullied ever since I was little because of this. And I don't give a crap about my nose anymore. I've lived with it my whole life. But when people say, oh, well, you're anorexic, or you've got bulimia, or you starve yourself, and I'm like, dude, I've had 4 kids. I'm lucky I weigh 120 pounds. I would love to go back to 136 pounds. Love to. If my body would let me put the weight back on, I would love to be my size 12 again. I was happy at a size 12. My face wasn't so sunken in here and here and here. My nose actually looked more proportionate. I didn't have twigs to walk on for legs. And with me being as tall as I am, I look ill at 120 pounds. Hell, I look ill at 112 pounds. And there are times like right now where my head is just throbbing so bad. Just the smell of food makes me want to throw up. And I don't like throwing up. I hate being sick. I hate being nauseous. I detest that entire bodily function. So when people say, oh, well, you're anorexic or you just, binge and purge, I'm like, no, if I binge, trust me, I'm going to sit on my butt and I'm going to enjoy every calorie I just ate. But people just want to like nitpick on certain things. So I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, depression does that too. I was going to go on with this coppery color, but I want to try this color because it's kind of like out of my norm. And then I think I'm going to use the black to line. We'll see how this goes. Again, I just got my brush wet with water from the sink, so it's nothing fancy. You don't have to have Max Fix, that Mac Fix Plus stuff. Or you could do what Jeffree Star does and just or what was it? I don't follow the Kardashians. I can't stand them. But somebody posted on Twitter. I'm not quite sure which Kardashian it was, but it was one that had thunder thighs, and she was like licking her finger and then rubbing it in the eyeshadow and then swatching it on her arm. She's like, look at how amazing this pigment is. And you can actually hear that sound. And you're like, oh, that is so nasty. So nasty. I know, right? I was so grossed out. I can understand if you like put primer on your arm in order to get a better color payoff, or if your finger is damp with I've even used lotion. Like if I want an eyeshadow to like stay better and I don't have access to water, I have literally used lotion, face lotion, body lotion, hand lotion. Lotion works great at because what you need is the moisture from it in order to cause the shadow to be so much more bold. Because if I was to put this on my eyelid without the brush being a little damp, the color would be so much different. And you can still see the cranberry through there. It's just, I did real light over the cranberry, so it's kind of like a topper. For example, this is just a brush that was sitting in my, I just washed it. I'm gonna just go straight into the product and put it on the other eye. And now I've got fallout from it on my face. Actually, it's kind of sparkly, but it's all on like my lashes. It even fell into the black. See the speck? It fell off my brush into the black. So you can use this dry. The only problem is that you're gonna have sparkly under eyes. Oh God, that just made it worse. Good thing I'm not going anywhere. I had a little bit under here, but it's like mainly like down here, and it's just a few. This eye looks like somebody went poof with glitter. Like, oh. I know, I don't know, that's actually really pretty. I'm gonna take my finger . I got it on my face. Like a little brown mark on my face now. It does make it a little bit more intense. Oh good, I forgot my washcloth was damp. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up under here. That cold on my face feels good. So it was like 60 degrees in the house when I got up this morning, and I looked and it was still set for air. So I popped the heat on, and it's been constantly blowing since I did that. The heat's probably like freaking out. Oh my god. I think I'm just going to go back over that edge really quick. There's, you know, I didn't put anything extra on the brush, but, you know, going back to migraines for a minute, migraines kind of like super suck because they can come at any time, anything can cause it, or at least for me. They can start off in like the forehead part and then move further back. I've had them start behind my ears and on my lower neck and then move right behind my eyes. I have had them to the point where the smell of the shampoo in my hair has made me sick. Rolling over in bed has made me sick. Light makes you sick. The light here is bothering me, but it's not quite as bad. So for anybody that's ever suffered from a migraine, they definitely know. They know that, you know, whoa, I'm gonna drop it. They know that migraines, they're different for everybody. They affect people differently, and they really suck. This is the Luxie 219 eyeliner brush. I did get the end of it damp with what water is sitting in the bottom of the sink. And I'm gonna go into the black. And yes, I see that lovely black on my under. Oh, I just touched it with a brush. Holy crap. Okay, I got rid of it. That would have been a mess. And because my eye is like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird shape. My eye is like an almond shape, but this part of my eye goes down. So every time I go to do a wing, you figure I start it like here and draw it in, but it always looks like a funny J. So I try not to do winged liner just because I know they're beautiful. I love them. I wish I could wear them, but they don't look right. They just don't. Oh, I just smeared it. I kind of wish I could do them. I like the way that they look, but again, because my eye comes down here, when I go to wing out, even if I bring it all the way like up to here and draw it in, when I open my eye, it does like a swoop. It doesn't do a slant. I've even tried using things, I got like hair or something on my nose. I have tried using like other techniques to try and like make it a nice sharp wing. I'm just kind of handicapped at doing wing liner, I guess. My thing is try not to blink. Because this tickles. It tickles so bad. Especially on the inner part of my eye. That's why I've got like a thicker wing on this side, and I had to go make this one thicker, was because it tickled my blink. Okay, now I'm going to go back with this little brush that I use for the gold on this eye. And I think what I'm going to do, get some of the color off of it. I put my J-Cat color switch thing away. I don't know, this color or this color under here. What do you think? Which one? Which color do you like? Because I'm wearing this on my lid, and this is kind of like this one here. Okay, purple fingernail or peach fingernail? Yeah, it is really pretty. It's like, okay. That's what I was thinking, but you know, poll the audience, why not? I swear, I've got to find this hair on my nose. So there it is on. Just wanted to hang out in my lashes. And I'm sure if I got my brush wet, it would show up a lot more. And then with whatever's left over, I'm gonna lightly touch it up here. And then I'll run over it with my finger. Okay, now to do the other side and not screw up. Oh, my little baby hairs are all curling. Go away. You're cute, but stay out of the way. The whole under eye area on this side is like full of sparkly. If you could see it, it's like pink and gold and white and silver glitter all under my eye. Because this color is like iridescent too. I don't know how well it's going to show up. This almost reminds me of that Ofra highlighter I have in Bliss. It's actually an eyeshadow from Ofra, and I love that color. It's a little too dark for my skin. I don't know, it almost seems like the camera is like blurring out things a little bit. Let me take you off my little clip here. And let me try flipping you around and seeing if there's my mess. Those are all the brushes I used just now. There's my tea. Oh yeah, you guys like my cup? That's what I'm drinking out of. Okay, let's... Orientation? What do you mean orientation? See if I flip it this way. Oh yeah, that worked. See, I think the camera is clearer on this side. Yeah, right? It's my same teacup from the other day. And then I've got the light facing backwards, but I stick that under the light. There's that shade. Hi. Flip you back around. When I do lives, I have to kind of have the camera or the screen facing me because I can't see the chat otherwise. If not, I'd be like, because where I've got you set, let me flip the camera back around. I have to like look here in the mirror in order to see the other side of my phone, and it's kind of like, then you make really weird faces trying to look at it. So it's just easier to have you front facing. And I'm wearing the L'Oreal Color Riche in Varnished Rosewood. I had it sitting on my bathroom counter. I had the Pure Passions palette out, so I think I got it out to do a look with this yesterday. But I can't stand having my lips feel dry. That's why I have 3 drawers dedicated to lip balms. And it's like my lips but better, but I love the light candy fragrance that it has, but it's super moisturizing. And I really don't, as my cup says, about the fact that it leaves a ring there, because when it fades off my lips, it leaves like a nice stain. See, I just added more. But the good thing is when I leave it on my cup and it wears off, all I have to do is just drink from my cup again and just waller my lips around on my cup to pick the color back up. I know that's awful, but hack. Okay, update on yesterday's video. Before I have to go take a leave, because Tylenol and ibuprofen, I could take 1,000 milligrams of both just 1 hour apart, and it doesn't work. Okay, so yesterday I did the Love Beauty. I just love this. I want this in a perfume. This stuff smells amazing. And of course I keep bonking myself in the nose with it. See, that's what happens when you have a big nose. You just smack things into it, or you smack your nose into other things. But this is Love Beauty and Planet. This is the lavender and argan oil. I'm just gonna see. I wish you guys could smell this. It really is amazing. I know, right? Well, first world problems, right? But I used this in my hair. I didn't shampoo my hair yesterday. I did the day before, so tonight would be the night that I would use it. You know, I don't usually cuss on this channel, but shit happens. I mean, really, it does. It does. And I'm not perfect. I'm human. I am perfectly okay with being fallible. I'm okay that people have opinions and thoughts and whatever that they want to have. I am perfectly okay with that. I don't care where you're from, what your religion is, whether you're one political party or the other. I don't care what religion you are, how short your hair is, what color you are or your hair, or whether you have yellow teeth or white teeth or straight teeth or crooked teeth. I have crooked teeth. I had an overbite so bad when I was a kid, I literally could stack these 2 fingers on top of each other, put them on my bottom teeth, close my top teeth over them, and still have room. I don't care. Everybody is here, everybody is different, and you know what? The world would suck if everybody was the same. It really would. I like seeing diversity. I like the fact that everybody is different. We all have our own opinions, and we all have eccentricities about ourselves. It makes the world go round. Now, if everybody could get along with everybody else, now granted, I don't like everybody. I bought the James Charles palette. I love the palette. I don't like the person. I don't like his personality. I don't like the sister crap that he does. I don't like that. He is a beautiful makeup artist. I love the makeup that he does. It's gorgeous. Do I like him as a person? No. Do I like his skills? Yes. Do I like the Morphe palette? Yes. Do I like the past of Morphe? No. But I own, the only other thing Morphe that I own, and I got this in like March, April, is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'd never heard of Jaclyn Hill before I bought this product, and she lives in Florida. She lives in Tampa. I'd never heard of her. But you know what sold me on it? This. Take the name away, take the company away. This is what I wanted. Even if you take away these beautiful shades down here, I didn't have anything like this. I didn't have any of these colors. And here I'm thinking this is black or this is black. Nope, that's green. That one's purple. That's the black one. I didn't have anything like it. It was $38 for 35 colors. I'm like, oh, this is $15. There's 12 colors in it. I got this at Walmart. This is double the price and more than double the product. I'm like, actually, it's triple the product if you really do the math. But I'm like, I didn't have anything like this. I saw everybody on YouTube using it, all the YouTubers that I was watching. I saw Jen Love's review do a video on it. I had seen other YouTubers that I watched do videos on it. I was like, oh, that's a pretty palette. It really is. So I looked up who Jaclyn Hill was, and I've been following her ever since I got that. And that was in like March. So I've only been following Jaclyn Hill since March. So, or maybe February, because I got that like the first week of March. So I'd never ordered from Ulta until March. It was my very first Ulta order was in March of this year. I had never ordered from Sephora until May of this year. I'd never had anything high end. All the products that I had ever used were like single shadows from a company that I had been buying from since I was 17. So I was kind of new to all these like makeup things, and I have a few things of like drugstore eyeshadows and mascaras. Like this thing probably needs to go in the trash. It's a Maybelline Eye Studio, and this is so old. The little sponge tip applicator like disintegrated and fell off. And just fell out on the counter. But I love these shades. Okay, that's a really bad swatch. This lime green one's kind of dry feeling. I didn't use it anyways. I mainly used this side. This is like an iridescent green. It's like a light lime green. I ran out of fingers here. Let me give a thumb. This one here is like white with glitter. But, you know, even, oh hell, look what happened when I like was holding it in my fingers. I deformed it. Watch. Let's see what I can do to it. Squish. And it's like sticky feeling. I completely deflated the poor little thing. Look at it. It's like, I broke it. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. You know what? This is going right in the trash. I just picked the piece up off the counter. Bye-bye. See, this is what makeup is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. But this is the Maybelline Eye Studio Color Explosion in Forest Fury. When I first read that, I thought it was Forest Furry. Let's see if I can get it up there so you can see it. Hello, focus. I know you're tiny, but come on. You can kind of read it. But anyways, I'm like, Forest furry. Okay. Wait a minute. Furry. It's all green. Where's the brown? So, that's what happens when you can't read or you don't read. But anyways, this is like really old. I've had that since probably my early 20s. And the rest of my shadows that I have are all singles. Yeah. I'm going to paint some happy little trees. My grandmother used to watch Bob Ross because she was an oil painter growing up. I have several paintings that my grandmother did. I actually love to paint. I can't draw to save my life, but I can paint. It's not going to be exact to whatever you show me, but I can do my best. I've got some things that I've painted like on paper and whatnot with watercolors over the years. I don't even know where half that stuff is, to be honest. Probably in one of my books on my bookshelf in my room. But people take things too seriously. I mean, like I was telling another YouTuber the other day, I'm at an age, and I've probably been this way more than 2 decades, but I'm at an age where my give a shit got up and walked off. It really did. I don't know where that hair is, but it's probably something over here. It keeps tickling my nose. I didn't even put mascara on. I'm a failed beauty YouTuber. What do I want to put on? Oh yeah. You know how they say you're supposed to throw out mascaras like every 3 to 6 months? I've had this like 10 years. And it still works. It doesn't smell, well, it smelled funky when I first bought it. I don't care for it. The wand is almost as big as my eye. And it stinks. The mascara just stinks. Maybelline actually sent me this one in the mail. I don't know what I was supposed to do with it, whether I was supposed to like post pictures of it online or do a review. I did both. I like it. It's weird though, because it's like curved. My little baby hairs are trying to get in the way. They're like, color me too. I want to be black. When my hair is parted down the middle, I've got this little patch of like white hair growing in. My iridescent pearly white grays. And people are like, well, you're a retired hairdresser. How can you have gray hair? I have hair color under my sink. I've got Dai Tang hair color under there. I've got Ion hair color down there as well. Do I really give a crap about the fact that I have these pretty white hairs growing in? No. Should you worry about it? No. Because you know what? You're going to spend, and this coming from somebody who used to charge exorbitant amounts of money to color hair. My hair right now at the length that it is, if I was to go into a salon and have them put hair color on it, to here, that color service would be $45. Every inch or every 4 inches after that would be another $10 to $20. So you figure, okay, it's $45 to here to color. And then I have all of this to color. I'd be looking at $150 to $200 just to color my hair if I went to a salon. Now, granted, I don't have to go to a salon. If I wanted to color my hair, I would. But let me part my hair. See that pretty little white streak right there? I like it. I like it. I like my gray hair. When I was in the salon, managing salons and stuff, when I used to work for Master Cuts and I was managing the salon in Sanford and I was managing the salon in Leesburg. When I worked for them, because I am a master colorist, I have been through many different company trainings and classes and licensing and all that kind of stuff. I have been licensed to work. I've even been a model for Farouk. Love their hair color. I've worked with Paul Mitchell and Matrix and Redken. I've worked with all of those different brands to do hair color. I've done on-site training with different companies. We even trained with Paul Mitchell Color when I went back and did like a refresher course on my cosmetology license in 2001, 2000, either 2001 or 2003. I forget. Anyways, when I went back to do like a refresher course to learn about some of the new, like Paul Mitchell was new on the market in the early 2000s. So they had their hair care for like years, but like their color was new. So I went and I learned that. But I remember when people used to come into the salon and ask me to do hair color, and you tell them $45 for a base color treatment, they're like, okay. They're like, well, I just don't want my grays, and I don't like them, and I think they make me look old. Do I look old because of my gray hair? I mean, my hair is dark. It's not like it's a light color. It's not like I can hide the gray. But my hair doesn't make me look old. My skin might, my personality some days might, my attitude, those things, hell, even my clothes. I'm wearing my like granny hoodie. It's got these like embroidered flowers on them. Things like this would make me look old, but my hair, who cares? I mean, really, who cares? It's hair. I'm gonna chop it off in April anyways. I don't know. I guess my view on things is different than other people's. But so there's the first, well, I've already done one look with this palette, but it was a combination. I used both palettes. So this is the first official look with the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. I like how it turned out. Kind of like neutral, you can wear it every day. I think if I hadn't been talking and I had just stuck to the makeup, it would have taken me like 20 minutes maybe. And I'm moving slow today. I'm not as like peppy. My get up and go got up and left. So it wouldn't be a 30-minute tutorial. But at least you get to see how I do things, and you know, there's no cuts, no jumps, no, well, how come it looks one way on one eye and it looks different on the other? Well, one was a wet brush, one was a dry brush, and then a finger applied over it. So there's techniques that people use to cause eyeshadows to be a little bit bolder. Sometimes they put concealer underneath. If you do like a cut crease where you basically lay down a lighter colored base than the shadow, and then you stick something like the shadow directly on top of it, that color is going to intensify, because not only is the base wet, and like I've already said, when you use a shadow on a wet brush, the color is going to be so much different than it would be if it was dry. Maybe I need to do a video on that. Hell, I don't know. My head's starting to hurt really bad. Again, it like calmed down for a little while. It's starting to come back. I'm ready to just cut my head off. I got a double-headed axe on the back porch. If I could swing that sucker myself, I would. Just chop my head off. Anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. I've digressed. I do that. I'm sidetracked. I'm a Libra, but I have ADHD, so I'm like here and here and here and here and here and here. So I kind of go all over the place. And if you don't like that, too bad. That's how I am. If you don't like the jumping around thing, then I might not be the person to watch. But if you don't care about somebody that their give a shit's broken and they're kind of all over the place, then hi, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Welcome. I live in Florida. It's 45 degrees outside. I don't know what to do. I've even got fuzzy socks on that go all the way up to my knee. I don't do cold. I like Florida. It's nice and hot. 11 months of the year. Anyways, I'm gonna go get away from this old light. See what happens when I turn that off. That's not quite as dark. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed the live tutorial. I have the other one edited, but it's like 4 minutes long because I like scrunched it all up and sped it up, cut out 2 sneezes. So You'll see that when I actually do another look with this. I'll probably do something dark with like this brown and this blue on the lid. That's what I'm thinking of for the next look. And I have a request from one of my Instagram followers to do something that's green and purple. So I've had some ideas. So I'm kind of waiting for the James Charles palette to come in, because I did order like 4 separate green eyeshadows from Morphe, and I know his palette has green and purple in it. So I think between the 2 purple shades that I have in the Jaclyn Hill palette and the purple and greens that I have in the James Charles palette, I should be able to do the look for her. And she actually makes beautiful handmade soap. So I will, I'm gonna look and see at like some various purple and green eyeshadow looks online and put some pictures on Instagram and see what people think, if they'll work for me or not. So blue eyes is kind of difficult, because it's like, okay, do you use green in the crease and then purple on the lid, or you use purple in the crease and green on the lid? I don't know. I was even thinking I would get creative and do like little flowers or whatever, because I do have these like little precision brushes that I can use to like do like a flower stem and a leaf, and my favorite flower to draw is a tulip or a rose, so I could probably get away with doing like purple tulips. I don't know. It'll be one of those try it and see things. But anyways, I'm gonna go reheat my tea because it's probably stone cold, and go back to my computer. I've just kind of been blah today. I did pull some videos into my YouTube editor, like a mash of things, stuff that I recorded on Instagram that I think I'm gonna mash into one video, because I actually like that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I could have put a video up. I've got one. I've got 2 that I could upload, but again, my cup should say it all. My cup is my motto for today. Seriously, it is. Well, this is my motto for my life. So, I kind of wish I could find more mugs like this. I don't even know where it came from. It was a gift. But I like it. It works. This is like the best cup ever. Only problem is I think there's a hole in it because it drains awfully quick, and I wish it, instead of it being like 10 ounces, it was like 16. Yeah, this is my 4th cup of tea today, and I'm drinking a combination of the Tonnings green tea mixed with the Irish breakfast. So I was hoping that the green tea would help. I'm about ready to just throw a regular bag of Lipton's in there and make that, or add that in to the other 2 that I'm already making tea with. But I had 3.5 cups of coffee yesterday, and that didn't work. I've taken 5 migraine pills. Right? Yeah, when it gets about halfway, it just refills itself. No, what I want, well, and I'm out of Earl Grey right now. What I want is that nice little machine like Captain Picard had, and he'd just kind of turn around and be sitting at his desk at his computer and be like, Earl Grey, very hot, 1 cube of sugar. And then it would like materialize, and I just kind of, that would be great. So for any of you that are Trekkies like I am, I grew up on that stuff. I grew up on The Next Generation. I've seen all of them. But like those little machines, you just kind of like, especially for when you have cravings, like super bad cravings, you just kind of tell the machine what you want and it just makes it for you. And you're like, oh, this doesn't have enough sugar in it. So send it back and put it back in the machine until it just, same thing but a little bit sweeter. That would be great. When are we going to invent those? We already have the phones that you can video chat with people anywhere in the world. You've got mirrors that talk to you. I mean, hello, fairy godmother. I don't know if I'd want a mirror that would talk to me. You walk up to it one morning, got bed head, and you're like, good morning, mirror. Good morning. Oh my God, what happened to your hair? And it's like, I woke up like this. And your mirror would be like behind the back. You're like, shut up or I'm going to put toothpaste on you. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video. Just a warning. I got into this on Twitter. I have had cancer, not once, but twice. So I think sitting at my desk, I'm going to try and record a video about the type of cancer that I had in 2016, the surgeries that I've had, that kind of stuff. I will not be showing pictures of most of it because the scarring from my surgery is rather low. Now, like the scar on my belly button that's up here is fine. The ones on my hip bones are fine, but the other scars that are like really low, I will not be showing pictures of those. But I will most likely be doing a video on what caused me to have the surgery, what type of cancer I had, what stage it was when they found it, the testing that I went through, that kind of stuff, because I don't know if other people have done them, but I had cancer at 15. I had cancer again at 36. Well, I was 35 at the time. Yeah, well, no, it would still be kosher. I mean, it's just I'm not comfortable with showing. It's not that they're ugly and that I'm ashamed of them. It's just a little bit too far south to be showing to the world. Those are things that you should keep private. Now, granted, I know when I had my first C-section, I took pictures of those and posted them on Facebook. So I guess 28 years has taught me not to show certain things on the internet. Granted, you can still find those pictures on Facebook because I never deleted them. If I post something online, I'm going to keep it up. I have no shame. You figure, even if I said something 15 years ago and you might not agree with it too bad, that's how I felt at the time. That's not might not be how I feel about stuff now, but it's how I felt then. So I don't care if somebody like digs up something that, oh, well, that's racist. Well, I've never really been racist. So you can think how you like about something. I'll get into that in another video. Dad and I got into a huge discussion the other day about somebody went and bought or they were looking to buy. Did you just turn off? Air conditioner's nuts. They went and bought a washer, or not a washing machine, a refrigerator from a Costco, and the store manager gave the cops their tag number and had them pulled over because they accused the couple of stealing, all because they had beautiful tans. Dad and I got into a discussion about that. I don't understand the mentality of it. I'm this color and they're this color, and the only difference is that I'm this color and they're this color. They're same humans. Just should be all that matters. But because they're this color and not this color, they get discriminated against, and that pisses me off. But I don't want to get on a diatribe. I'm almost at an hour here. So I will leave. If you want to hear my stance on, I think it was a politician that Dad was talking about that was whitewashing something. I had to ask him what that was at first. I guess you could say I'm sheltered, but anyways, I'll get into that another time. I've got my opinions on certain things. And I will see you guys later. I know I need to get out of this light. My eye's starting to hurt really bad.